course, not all those countries are going to be good places to work for LGBT people. And not all the companies that we do business with are probably are on the top in inclusiveness for LGBT people. And that is an issue that is really hard, really difficult to attack if you will in a corporate place, because it's always and will always be a measure of whether the business is good enough as to are their values aligned enough with our values. But I think that our main task in making sure that these things that work is that we communicate our values strongly enough as a company to say that, well, this is Accenture. We have active LGBT networks anywhere. We work strong even in Norway and other countries to make sure that pension rights for our people, even if there might not be equal marriage rights, are the same for people who are in same-sex relationships. Those kind of things. These are things that are clearly communicated, and they have the backing of our top management. Because that, in a sense, that level of communication will then make sure that companies who want to use us as business partners will have to take into consideration whether they consider our business values aligned with theirs. So if we operate in countries, let's say like Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure if we have business there, we might, I don't know. I don't really look that deeply into where we do business. But then we as a company might have issues with working there at all. Or we might have to make sure that whenever we do business with a company in those countries, that they adhere to certain standards. Those things can be handled by putting clauses in legal contracts with companies, saying that we expect our business partner to be inclusive and do this kind of work in their business. We expect our clients to accept the fact that whenever Accenture sends out a team of consultants to their company, there might be LGBT or T people within that team, and we expect that to be accepted and that they are to be considered as good as consultants as anyone else. Those things can be communicated and those things can be argued. I know for a fact that a couple of deals have probably not been signed. I can't name them because I would break a lot of rules. But I know that a few contracts have not been signed because of these issues. Saying when someone from that company we tried to get into business with said, well, we don't really like those kinds of values. That's not something that belongs in the workplace. That ended up being saying that, all right, then we won't be able to provide the services you want because our workforce is so diverse. If you don't like gay people working in your offices, you're gonna have a problem when Accenture sends you a team of consultants because we're not gonna consider whether someone is gay or transgender when we select our consultants for project. We're going to choose the ones who are best fit for that project and that kind of task. And if they don't fit into corporate culture, well, then change your corporate culture.
All right, so